We're gonna do something different.
What's that, Mr. Brian?
We're gonna start a brand new series.
What series are you talking about?
You guys know that I travel a lot. Everywhere I travel, I'm always looking for awesome animal adventures. Whether that's zoos, aquariums, or even pet shops. You guys may have heard of the pizza reviews that the Barstool Sports president does. I got inspired by him to do animal reviews when I travel. And today, we're gonna do our very first pet shop review. And we're at Lou's Pet Shop in Grosse Pointe, Michigan. The deal with this is that we never call ahead. They don't know we're coming in. Hopefully we won't get kicked out. I'm gonna give you the most honest review of every place I ever go, so let's go check this place out. How are ya? How you doing? Flemish giant rabbit here. Oh my gosh, this thing is cool. That's pretty cool. Walk in and get greeted by a rabbit. A couple other pretty animals here. What's in here? Oh, we got guinea pigs. You know what's really cool is actually skinny pigs. Have you ever heard that they're like the bald guinea pigs? Things I'm looking at in pet shops when I go to places like variety of supplies. How clean are the cages? If there's aquariums, how clean are the aquariums? The diversity of the animals and stuff like that. First off, got some really cool stuff. This is actually a local company called Marty Made. They're really cool. They've been around for like 20 years. You don't see them anywhere outside of Michigan, but it's pretty cool that they have all this type of stuff. Got Zoomed, got Exoterra. Oh gosh, it looks like there's a whole bunch of stuff back here. Again, from a supply standpoint, really good, really good, really good diversity. Interestingly enough, I saw this at our shop the other day, and I was like, what the heck is this? It's a cricket keeper. And I didn't even know what it was. Yeah, so now I know that it's a cricket keeper. Like the vibe. Cleanliness is important, you know, floors and stuff like that. Walk back here, guys. Feeder roaches, tarantulas in here. Stuff. It's interesting that they have it locked up like that. That's interesting. We get into the fish section here. Got reptiles on this side. How you doing? Hi, how are you? How you doing?
How are you?
Good. Oh, look what we got right here.
Who are you?
Hey, buddy.
What?
Oh,
He thinks I'm cute.
This is. I'm loving the ambiance. This place is really cool. What's going on, bud? Step up, step up. There you go. Nope. He says nope. He goes, I'm done. We got a Burmese python down here. Albino Burmese in the same enclosure. Looks like we got a little monitor up here. Theming is kind of interesting. Got a lot of shit. Watch your step here. Step down. That could definitely be an issue if you're not careful. We get into the fish section now. Got neon tetras here. These are all freshwater fish. I don't know if they have saltwater fish here. Cool red-tailed black sharks, which are really cool. I mean, these like brings me back to my childhood. The fish section is a lot like the pet vendor that I worked at when I was a kid. So nostalgic. Again, the writing, you know, instead of like anything fancy, just kind of paint marker on it. Same thing that we used to do 25, 30 years ago, which is kind of interesting. Again, just all freshwater. I don't see any marine fish yet, although we got dart frogs here on this side. Looks like we have maybe a fogging system. Don't see any frogs, but that just could be, because, you know, they're planted really well. Oh, axolotl alert. Feel, oh yep, you can feel the tank. You can tell there's a chiller on it because the tank is cold. Axolotls need to be kept cool, so they're keeping the axolotls the right way, so that's absolutely cool. Check out this is cool. Glowfish. Yeah.
If we were gonna film in the store, we would need the boss's permission.
Okay.
Unfortunately, he's not in right now. Do I have to ask you guys to put the camera down?
Okay, can we give him a call? He knows me. I've known him for like 25 years.
Oh, sure, I can try and call him.
Yeah, you want to give him a call?
What
Thanks.
was your name?
My name is Brian Barczyk. So that's can be a problem, obviously, if someone that doesn't know, you know, I actually have known the guy that owns this place. I've never been here before, but I know the guy that's owned this place for like 25 years. He used to buy snakes for me way back in the day. So I guess that's where we're at with this review. We're going to have to see what he has to say.
Trying to think of the best way we could go about doing it. If you wanted to come back, we just have to ask him and get his okay for everything.
Hey, dude, how are you, man? Hey, really quick, I got a favor to ask. Do you know the owner for Lou's Pet Shop? No? Yeah, he's not here. Okay. All right. Hang on a second. All right. Is Josiah here?
He's only on Mondays now.
Is there anyone I can talk to that could potentially, like, okay this? You know, I mean, like, there's got to be somebody. We're going to do a really cool review on your shop. That's a lot of exposure that the shop is going to get. I mean, I'm not doing anything bad here. And like I said, I used to sell these guys snakes like 15, 20 years ago. Is there any other managers or anything else?
You guys just doing?
Just sort of walk in. We're doing a tour of the place, you know, like a cool pet shop in the area type of thing.
As long as it's like staying positive and stuff.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate it. What's your name again? Anthony. Brian. It's great to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you. All right, so we got the okay from Anthony. Couldn't get a hold of Donnie, the owner, who I, like I said, known for a long, long time. But again, no one knows we're here. And that's the whole thing about these reviews. It's got to be on the spot. So I don't know. Maybe we'll be getting kicked out of a lot of places over the next little bit. But anyway, let's get back to our review here. I'm not upset about it. I understand they're trying to protect things. And you know, the kid that said I can't film, he's thinking maybe I'm going to do a negative piece on this. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. Glowfish, super cool. We actually were talking about it. The aquarium is doing a couple glowfish tanks. The thing is, these are what they call GMO, which is genetically modified organisms. So basically, way back in the day, I was completely against glowfish because they actually inject dye into the fish with needles, literally inject them in, and then over time the dye would actually go off. Now these are actually genetically modified, meaning that they actually took jellyfish color and put them into the fish, and then once they put them in, it's in their chromosomes. When they breed, they'll actually breed true, and they'll always breed year after year after year, and it's not actually like, you know, injecting. Glowfish, super cool, love them. You know, obviously the tanks, super clean, really well taken care of. The reptile side looks really good.
Sorry about that. Donnie gave it the okay. Okay. Said, here's your number if you guys have any questions.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I understand you. I understand you were doing your job, man. Good. We got the owner's number now. So Donnie, I'm going to actually give him a call a little later just to tell him that I stopped by. Chameleon geckos here, fancy crested geckos, red-eyed tree frogs. I don't see. It's always hard at a pet shop or a zoo or anything like that to have an enclosure that looks really cool, but then you can see the animals. I don't see the animals in here. Oh, we got little Oscars. These are cool little Oscars here. So from a fish standpoint, really cool. Now I know that this place does a lot of reptiles as well too. I think this might be the only reptile section, but I'm not 100% sure. So let's just keep on looking. Cool goldfish, fancy goldfish. This is cool. This is actually a bioactive enclosure, but this is actually what they call a paludarium. So basically that means you have water, so things can live down here in the water. You can put like fish down here, and then you have the bioactive side here, which is actually like, you know, where you can keep dart frogs or geckos. Paludarium's really cool. This looks good. This is probably a Marty made tank, which I really like. You know, I've never actually had one, but they're really cool. So I like the way this is. It has, oh, get this, has a little rain chamber in here. Maybe this would be really cool when you're breeding frogs, because when you breed frogs, you turn on the rain chamber and it actually causes them to go into amplexus and then ultimately produce eggs. So cool. Oh my gosh, I didn't even see this. You guys know I love flower horns. Look at that, and that's a good one too. That is a really good looking fish right there. Giant bulb on its head. That's bonus points right there for sure. Now we're getting into the reptile side over here. So now we're seeing a whole bunch of different stuff. We have a little lesser, we have a pinstripe here. It looks like a normal ball python. Colombian boa, the common boa constrictor, really, really cool. Everglades rat snake, yellow rat snake, another ball python down here, another boa over here. Again, you know, kept really nice, really clean. Little baby turtles, education only. So you guys may not know this, but you can't actually sell turtles under 4 inches from the USDA regulations, but for educational purposes you really could. Hi! This is so cute. That is so cute. That's what pet shops are all about. Love it. Bearded dragons. Every pet shop needs bearded dragons, right? Oh, we got a little redfoot tortoise. I like the selection, man. Coastal carpet python, something you don't see in a lot of pet shops. So the selection of reptiles really good, really good. I'm assuming you take care of the reptiles?
Yeah.
That's cool. How long you been here?
I haven't been here for too long, about a little less than a year.
Oh, well, that's a good amount of time. That's cool. So what's like the highlight? Like what is it? What do you like working with the best?
I have a bearded dragon at home now,
okay,
so I like working with the baby bearded.
Baby bearded. They are cute. They're super cute. Well, the stuff looks great. You're doing a really good job. It looks clean. The animals look really healthy. Keep up the good work. You're doing good. Awesome. I love the mountain horn dragon. See it hanging out right up at the top right here. Again, a lizard you're not really going to expect to see at a pet shop. Oh gosh, look at it. We got a little version of, well, that's not a little version. It's a pretty big version of Al. Al's just a little bit bigger. Of course, that's a marine toad. This guy's named Bubba, not for sale. So this is obviously a Suriname tame toad, exactly the same locality as ours. This is obviously a store mascot here. So Bubba, I like Bubba. Pretty cool. Let's just dive into everything, really. I mean, you know, birds. I can hear birds in the distance, so I'm assuming they have birds here. We're gonna go check that out. I've got all the bird products here. Tons of toys here. I mean, again, great selection of supplies. I'm loving it. It's got even dog food. And I tell you what, you guys may not know this, but there's like zero margin on dog food and cat food. Everyone thinks like, oh, you know, you can make so much money. There's no money to be made in dog and cat food. So when you see this much real estate for dog and cat food, that's just a service for people to come in and get their food. You know, I can promise you that the square footage that it's taking up to keep this food, they're losing money on this section right here. But it's great that they're willing to supply that. So kudos to them for that. Oh, we got a big iguana back here. And this is where I hear the birds. Got a big green iguana. He looks friendly, you know, doesn't look like Tabasco's not attacking the glass. Of course, if Connie was here, maybe it'd be different. Again, grooming stuff for dogs. This place has kind of a good selection of everything, to be totally honest with you. Like I said, I've known about this pet shop for 20-something years. Oh, look at this. Look at this. How cool is this? A panther chameleon? I mean, I'm not an expert. I would say this is probably an ambalombe. Oh, and here we go. This is actually Skittles, another store mascot. I'm sure the ambalombe panther chameleon. Thanks, Frams Can, for giving me all the information I know about it. Then these are the birds. Oh, look at that. We got a big sulcata tortoise over here, too. I love pet shops, like the old school pet shops. always have a bunch of mascots, right? They have the tortoises, they have the lizard, they have their cane toad, they have their rabbit. These are just a bunch of little cool little finches. Cockatiel down here, some more cockatiels over here. Cockatiels make great pets, they're really cool. Got some budgies, or what they call parakeets. Cool little bird section, and looking good right here. I can't think of much that the store is missing, to be honest with you. When I look around, I mean, it's got dog stuff, it's got cat stuff, it's got small animal stuff, it's got reptile stuff, it's got fish stuff, got the mascots, more dog and cat food, some treats and stuff like that. This is full line right here. I mean, for the size of this store, it's full line. It's definitely cool. So this is the best here. I mean, just having a big old rabbit. They're so cool as a pet. I used to have a pet rabbit named Bunners, of all things, so that's super cool. I mean, really cool. And again, when kids, you can see the kids just face light up when they go by the animals. So this is really, really cool. I think this is the last aisle that we didn't hit. Again, some little guinea pigs. Oh my gosh, they are so absolutely adorable. Again, you know, not really that bad of a price. I didn't realize sugar glides were only $300 retail. That's the other thing I'm looking at, is a little bit of pricing, and they're really fair with their prices. They're not high. Sometimes we get into a specialty pet shop, the prices will be really inflated. Really, actually, what I would consider kind of cheap prices, to be honest with you, from a retail standpoint. Little dwarf rabbits here. Oh, got a hamster wheel. So yeah, this is all the small animal stuff. Yeah, I think that's it. Let's talk about it. Okay, so Lou's Pet Shop, Grosse Pointe, Michigan. Known about the place forever. Used to sell snakes to these guys like 15, 20 years ago. Haven't in a long time. Cool place. I mean, you know, lots of variety. It's got everything. It's all supply. I mean, got everything, right? I mean, it's not just reptiles. It's not just fish. It's a full supply thing. I mean, dog, cat, small animal, bird, fish, reptile. Didn't have marine fish. I would have liked to seen that, but that's okay. I mean, that's a whole different story, especially in a pet shop. But clean, yeah. I mean, again, scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give this a pretty high score, to be honest with you. I'm going to give this a 8.8. 8.8. I think it's a pretty high score. This is a shop that if I was, you know, 45 minutes away from, I would drive here 45 minutes to come see this shop, because I think it's worth it. So there you have it. Lou's Pet Shop, Grosse Pointe, Michigan. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, there's a playlist that you can watch all kinds of videos. You can also hit that subscription button. It would mean a lot to me. Also, hit that like button while you're down there. Have a wonderful day, Reptile Army. Remember...
Do I have to ask you to put the camera down?